Welcome back to a channel where we keep it real about the lives of your favorite stars. And trust me when I say you're going to want to stick around for every single second of this one, because what we are about to dive into has the entire internet in complete chaos. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest celebrity news that everyone is talking about. Selena Gomez just released her latest single called In the Dark, and it is featured on the Season 2 soundtrack of Nobody Wants This. The track itself marks her first solo release in over a year, and fans were beyond excited to finally get new music from the superstar. The song has been getting positive feedback from listeners who appreciate the emotional depth and vulnerability that Selena brings to her work. This release was supposed to be a celebration of her artistry and a chance for fans to connect with her music once again. But here is where things took an unexpected turn that nobody saw coming. The music video for In the Dark dropped alongside the single, and instead of people focusing on the song itself or the creative direction of the video, the comments section and social media platforms exploded with criticism aimed directly at Selena's appearance. The negativity was intense and relentless, with thousands of people flooding the internet with harsh comments about her face and physical features. The bulk of the criticism centered around accusations that Selena had gotten excessive work done, including claims about procedures and treatments that people assumed she had undergone. Online users were not holding back as they dissected every angle of her face in the music video. Some comments went as far as making cruel comparisons that were deeply hurtful and completely out of line. The wave of negativity was so overwhelming that it became impossible to ignore. What is particularly disturbing about this situation is how quickly people felt entitled to comment on someone else's body and appearance without considering the impact of their words. The internet has a way of amplifying cruelty, and this was a prime example of how online spaces can become toxic environments where people forget that celebrities are real human beings with feelings. Selena was simply releasing new music and sharing her art with the world, but instead of celebrating that, people chose to tear her down based on how she looked in a music video. The criticism did not go unnoticed by other celebrities who witnessed the pile-on happening in real time. One of the most vocal defenders who stepped up to speak out against the treatment Selena was receiving was singer Grimes. She took to her account on social media platform X to express her disgust with how people were behaving online. Grimes did not mince words when she called out the behavior as being deeply problematic and harmful. In her post, Grimes revealed that she had been scrolling through the internet for about 48 hours, and despite finding some minor benefits to being online, she was seriously considering leaving the platform altogether because of what she was witnessing. She asked people to put themselves in Selena's shoes and imagine what it would feel like to have thousands of strangers publicly criticizing and mocking their appearance. Grimes highlighted the incredible mental strength that Selena must possess to deal with this level of scrutiny on a regular basis. Grimes also raised an important question about the impact this kind of behavior has on young girls who are watching and reading these comments. She pointed out that when women tear each other down in public forums, it sends a damaging message to younger generations about how we treat each other and what is considered acceptable behavior. The singer emphasized that this type of commentary should not be normalized or tolerated in any way. Following up on her initial post, Grimes added that what was happening to Selena essentially amounted to the same type of treatment people experience in high school. She argued that social media accounts should face consequences such as suspensions for engaging in body shaming on such a massive scale. Grimes found the entire situation disturbing not only because of the cruelty involved, but also because the claims being made about Selena's appearance were not even accurate if people actually took the time to watch the video properly. This is not the first time Selena has had to address online negativity and criticism about her appearance. She has been dealing with this type of commentary for years and has spoken openly about the toll it takes on her mental health. During an interview on the On Purpose with Jay Shetty podcast, Selena opened up about the challenges she faces as a woman in the public eye and how the constant scrutiny affects her. In that conversation, Selena acknowledged that women in the entertainment industry face significantly more criticism about their appearances than men do. She reflected on how her weight in particular has become a topic that people feel comfortable commenting on without any regard for her feelings or well-being. Selena admitted that the constant negativity was making her feel upset, and that while she did not want to position herself as a victim, the reality was that it was making her feel somewhat hardened by the experience. She expressed feeling guilty for admitting that the comments had made her bitter because she understands that showing vulnerability can sometimes be perceived as weakness. However, Selena was honest about the fact that dealing with this level of criticism day in and day out does take an emotional toll that cannot be ignored. The singer wanted people to understand that behind the fame and success there is a real person who reads these comments and feels the weight of them. One of the most important aspects of this conversation is understanding that Selena lives with an autoimmune disease called lupus. This condition affects her body in various ways and requires ongoing medical treatment to manage. Selena has been transparent about the fact that her medication can cause her weight to fluctuate and can also affect how her face appears at different times. These are side effects of treatments that are necessary for her health and survival. Selena made it clear that she would rather prioritize her health and take care of herself properly than worry about maintaining a certain appearance that meets other people's expectations. She emphasized that her medications are crucial to her well-being and that she believes they are what helps keep her healthy enough to continue working and living her life. Selena stated plainly that she is not a model and never will be, which is perfectly fine because that was never her goal or her career path. She acknowledged that models are talented in their own right, but made it clear that her value as a person and as an artist does not depend on looking a certain way or fitting into narrow beauty standards. Selena wanted to emphasize that she is human just like everyone else, and that means she is not immune to the effects of reading hurtful comments about herself. While she does her best to ignore the negativity most of the time, she admitted that it is impossible to completely shut out all of the noise. Selena also spoke about understanding the power of social media and how it can be used for both positive and negative purposes. She recognizes that these platforms have the ability to connect people and spread important messages, but they can also be used as weapons to hurt and tear people down. The challenge lies in finding ways to combat the negativity while still being able to use social media for its benefits. Selena described the situation as being tricky because there is no simple solution to dealing with the constant barrage of criticism. What makes this situation even more frustrating is that Selena has spent years building a career based on her talent as a singer, actress, and producer. She has worked incredibly hard to get where she is today and has faced numerous challenges along the way, including serious health issues that would have derailed many people's careers. Despite everything she has been through, Selena continues to create and share her art with the world. The fact that people choose to focus on her physical appearance rather than her accomplishments or her music says more about society's obsession with how women look than it does about Selena herself. Women in entertainment are constantly judged based on their appearance in ways that men simply are not. Male artists can release music videos and have the conversation focus on their talent and their work, but female artists often find that their appearance becomes the main topic of discussion. This double standard needs to be called out and challenged because it creates an environment where women feel like they can never win. If they look one way, they are criticized, and if they change their appearance, they are criticized for that too. There seems to be no scenario where women can simply exist without having their bodies and faces scrutinized and picked apart by strangers online. The constant pressure to look perfect while also being authentic and relatable is an impossible standard to meet. The support that Grimes and others have shown for Selena is important because it demonstrates that there are people willing to stand up against this type of behavior. When celebrities use their platforms to call out cruelty and body shaming, it helps to shift the conversation and hopefully makes people think twice before posting hurtful comments. The more that public figures speak out against this type of treatment, the more likely it is that real change can happen. Selena has always been someone who values authenticity and honesty in her relationship with fans. She has shared her struggles with mental health, her battle with lupus, and the challenges of growing up in the spotlight. This level of vulnerability is rare and should be respected rather than exploited as an opportunity to criticize or mock her. The courage it takes to be open about personal struggles while knowing that people will use that information against you is immense. The conversation around Selena's appearance also brings up larger questions about how we consume celebrity content and what we expect from the people we follow. Fans often feel a sense of ownership over celebrities and believe they have the right to comment on every aspect of their lives. However, this sense of entitlement can cross the line into harmful territory when it involves attacking someone's physical appearance or making assumptions about their personal choices. It is worth noting that Selena has recently gotten married to record producer Benny Blanco, which should be a joyful time in her life. Instead of being able to celebrate her happiness and share her music with the world, she has had to deal with a fresh wave of criticism about how she looks. This pattern of negativity following her major life events and career milestones is exhausting and unfair. The reality is that Selena Gomez does not owe anyone an explanation for how she looks or what choices she makes regarding her appearance. Her worth as a person and as an artist is not determined by whether she meets certain beauty standards or whether people approve of her face. The fact that this even needs to be said shows how far we still have to go in terms of respecting women and allowing them to exist without constant judgment. Moving forward, it is crucial that fans and online users take responsibility for the content they put out into the world. Before posting a comment about someone's appearance, people should ask themselves if what they are about to say is kind, necessary, or helpful. In most cases, when it comes to criticizing someone's looks, the answer to all three of those questions is no. The internet would be a much better place if people practiced more empathy and considered the real-world impact of their words. Selena will undoubtedly continue to create music and share her talents with the world because that is who she is. She has proven time and time again that she is resilient and capable of rising above the negativity even when it feels overwhelming. The support from fellow artists like Grimes and from fans who genuinely care about her well-being will help her navigate these difficult moments. If you made it this far in the video, you are exactly the kind of viewer we love having in this community. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already, because we bring you the real stories behind the headlines and we do not shy away from calling out the issues that matter. Drop a comment below letting us know your thoughts on this situation and how you think we can do better as a community when it comes to supporting the artists we love. We will see you in the next one, where we continue to bring you the truth about what is really happening in the world of entertainment.